Okay, another video of the Skoolie toy hauler. Had a little issue with the engine the other day. We were coming back from about a 200-mile trip. Took the kids on a soccer game, spent the night. On our way back, I was just about home, and terrible. I was just climbing up this hill. Checked the temperature, checked the oil pressure, everything was fine. Just peaked the hill and I let off the throttle and coasting just for a little bit, and all of a sudden started knocking like a rod came loose. Pulled over immediately, checked the gauges again. Everything's fine. Looks like it started steaming out the crankcase. The noise subsided, so I got out, I looked at everything, checked everything out. Everything looked fine. Like I said, the noise pretty much subsided. So I limped the thing home and was going to dump the oil out. And so I did that. And it's leaking water into the oil. So I'm going to tear the engine down, I guess. That's my plan. Thing's only got 166,000 miles on it, and I'm really confused why it happened. I know the bus has been taken very good care of, but that's how shit goes. So I'm going to tear into this engine, and I'm guessing it's a sleeve or something that went bad in the engine. So here I am. I'm going to tear it down, and I'll kind of video little by little as I go, if anybody even cares. All right, we're about 4 hours into it. I got the valve cover off. I'm just starting to unbolt the head. All the fuel lines are off. Exhaust is off. Oil pan's off. It looks like number 6 cylinder is scarred up. So after I get the head off, I'll be able to see it a little closer. All the other ones look pretty good. I do think it's only 1 cylinder. So like I said, I'm about 4 hours into it. So I don't know, everything's going pretty good. Except for somebody's been into it before and stripped the bolt off of the computer. So this bolt right here is stripped out. I don't know if it's spinning, the nut itself is spinning down inside there, or if the bolt is just stripped out. So I had to deal with that, and I had to leave that. That's one thing I don't want to screw up on. Other than that, a few other small stripped out bolts, but not bad. But somebody's done a little bit of work to it. Like I said, I think I forgot to say this is an 01 DT466. All right, I'm going to continue on here. All right, continuing on. Doing this all by myself, so lifting the head off. What I did is put a spread bar across front window and across the front here. There's a couple nice supports for the radiator. Went off those. Made a support. Just use a ratchet strap for come along. Lifted the front of the head off, and then I stuck a bar under there, and I'm going to use that as a roller. So what I'll do is set it back down onto the roller and roll it back into the bus. And then I'll check these cylinders out and see which, well, number 6 is definitely bad, but see how bad it is, and hopefully none of the other ones are bad. Okay, so taking out the injectors. Pretty straightforward. There's 2 bolts in each one. You just do those with an end wrench, and then just put a little, get a little pry bar, and then put a little pressure on them, and the O-rings pop right out. So fairly easy. Like I said again, 01 DT466E. So it's definitely number 6 cylinder that's scored. Looks like the seals probably ended up failing. And then it got really hot and they really failed. is what I'm assuming. You can see inside there the scoring on the cylinder, and the pistons definitely shot. So what apparently happens is when the seals start to fail, this is kind of my theory, water starts getting into your oil, your pickup tube picks up the water first and delivers it to number 6 cylinder. And the DT466s have squirters that squirt oil to the piston skirt to cool it and lubricate it. Well, I think what happens is it ends up getting mainly water first, and then I think that's what ends up heating up that cylinder, because that thing got pretty dang hot. So anyway, I've got everything ready to go. I've got my injectors all sealed, got new O-rings on all of them. I got to clean up the valve cover yet. I got new O-rings on all my cylinders. So what I did is just replace number 6 cylinder with a new sleeve, new piston. Bearings look pretty good, so I'm just going to leave those for now. And I re-O-ringed everything, and I'm going to put everything back together, and hopefully everything's hunky-dory. I'm continuing on. Got the bus going finally. Got the motor back in it. New piston. All new sleeve O-rings. Been working on this project here for a while. Tried to figure out what to do on this back deck, and I finally figured it out. Got the hot tub up and running. Works very well. We're just draining it right now with the sump pump. And I've got this heater here, propane heater. That's what heats it. 12 volts. Do it anywhere. Works very well.